I'm gonna get my calculator ready as well. So if you could have your calculator ready, would be great. And first thing that you gotta do, because I know some people weren't here yesterday, is to make sure your calculator is set for degree mode. And you'll know if it's a degree mode if it says D on your calculator or DEG on a calculator. So mine says degree or D. So if yours is not in degree mode, we can do that right now. We can fix it. Is yours degree? Yeah. I don't know if it's degree. Okay, let's get started. So I want to repeat myself because you know the more we hear it over and over and over again, it kind of sinks into our mind, and it kind of into our memory that for us to use sine law, we have to look for a complete ratio, complete pairing of side and angle. It's going to be like repetition, like a broken record. So what we're going to do, okay, I see a complete ratio of side and angle. So I see here, yeah, it only takes one complete ratio. Okay, so I got this angle in here, and it opens up to this 36 side. The 36 is a side. So this is what I normally do to kind of zero in on those. I go like this. Oh, okay, I got the angle, 60-degree angle, opening up to that 36 inches side. And then this one over here, I can see that this is like half complete pairs, right? Half complete because I got the side, but I'm missing the angle. Okay, so we're gonna set it up. We're gonna set it up side, and we had that conversation yesterday. We said like which one's A and which one's B. And I said it doesn't really matter at the end. All we want is just the ratio, okay? But we're gonna start with the side. The side is 36 divided by sine the angle, sine of the angle, which is 60 degrees. There's our one complete ratio, one complete pair, okay? And then we're going to take a look at this one. Oh, this one is half complete. I'm going to start off with the side, 27 divided by the sine of the angle. Well, angle is theta. So when you, and then the C, you don't worry about that because it's not given, and it's also not one of our things that we need to calculate. On top of that, they're completely, like, there's completely no information about that, right? We don't have angle, we don't have the side. So we're gonna zero in on these, okay? You need a complete ratio and half complete ratio, half complete pairings. So yesterday we said from here, once it's set up, we can cross multiply. We're going to cross multiply. And what does that look like? We're going to cross multiply. Okay. And once we cross multiply, it will change your equation a little bit in a slightly different form. And this is what it would look like. We got the sine of theta is being multiplied by 36. Okay, you can go 36 first, and then times, I'm using a bracket to show times, equals 27 times, using the bracket, sine 60. Okay, so up to this point, is everybody okay? No? No? calculator?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, we're not quite ready yet. Okay. So, oh, is everybody okay with this part? No? No? Okay. What we could do, okay, here's what I'm thinking. We call this A. This is our angle A. And angle A opens up to little a. Okay. Would that help a little bit?
It's not so much that part, but the cross multiply part.
Oh, cross.
Because aren't you supposed to use the two numbers that are actually there and cross multiply them? Yeah.
27 times sine 60, 36 times sine 0.
It should be 27 times sine 60 divided by 36.
Oh, yes, I'm not done.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not done. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, so we've cross multiplied it. Okay, you're just ahead of me. You're just ahead of me. That's all. That's all. So you're cross multiplying here. We're trying to solve. Okay, this is not where I'm not done.
What could you do the long way?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. Sorry. We had this discussion yesterday. Yeah. You like the shortcut. I like to like explain every step, and that's okay. Okay. So I'm gonna come back again. Is this okay with the rest? Right? This pairing is okay?
Yeah, until it makes sense.
No? Okay.
Just keep going.
Keep going. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to solve for theta. And to solve for theta, we have to isolate the variable. And isolate means have it alone. We're going to have it alone. So it's going to be theta and equal to something, right? And you're right. I'm not quite done with this one. So how do we have the theta alone? I see that this information, sine theta, is being multiplied by 36. So to cancel that, we have to do the opposite of multiplying by 36, which is dividing by 36. And this is what you were talking about. The 36 cancels. We have to divide this also by 36. So we have to divide both sides of the equation by 36 to cancel that. Okay, so now what do we have here? We have sine theta equals 27 times sine 60 divided by 36. Okay, now yesterday we said sine 60 is just going to give us a number, right? Sine 60 is just a number. So what we're going to do is we're going to try this together, okay, and then compare our answer. Okay, so do this alongside me. Type in 27. Type in 27 times sine 60. Okay, and then this line here shows divide. So press divide 36. And then press equals. So I'm going to do that. That's exactly what did you get 0.6495? Yeah? Did everybody get point? Yeah? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh. Where did you get the 36.
36
Okay, so try it again. Times sine 60 divided by. Oh, did you do sine 60?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think your calculator is backwards. You go 27 times 60 sine divided by 36. Okay. The way you would enter for this on your calculator,
Mhm.
you're gonna do 60 first and then the sine.
Okay, so sin first.
Yeah, sin and then
times 27.
times 27, yeah. Divided by 36. Yeah, so this one should be 36.
So I just always do the sin first.
Yeah. And but you do that here. You do 60 first. 60 then sine. Okay? Yeah, some calculators you do it backwards. So other than that, is everybody okay?
So how do you get that to a degree?
Now, how do you get the degree? Now, well, in this particular case, you see that the sine, this is sine theta, right? It's not theta yet. How do we get rid of the sine theta? To get rid of the sine theta, can you find the sine inverse? Yeah, you gotta do the second inverse. Because the sine inverse will cancel the sine function. Right? Because when you have something like this, a sine inverse, sine theta, so the sine inverse and sine, they cancel each other out. It's like opposite function. Now you're just having the theta.
So how do you get?
So on your calculator, you go second function, sine inverse. Okay? Most of our calculators have an answer button, right? So remember our answer earlier was 0.6 something. So press answer, find the word answer, and then press
Equals?
enter or equals. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So sine, we're gonna take the sine inverse. I'm gonna try this one first. 6495190. So you're gonna take the sine inverse of that. What you do on one side, you gotta do it on the other side. So sine inverse 40.51 degrees.
What I think would make that easier is if you zoomed on the buttons you pressed on the calculator.
Hmm? Oh, tell me again. Sorry.
Like
To make it easier, how do you do it?
You after you get that 0.649,
Mm-hmm.
you could just mention the steps like second function, sine 1 answer. And
Oh.
get your degrees.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have a seat. Yeah. I mean, can I try that? So you go sine inverse and then enter or equals. Oh, okay. Yeah, that works. You okay? Yours? No?
Just put that over, you put that over the theta sign on the side, remember?
You put the
So
what?
if you're looking for it, the number for theta.
Yeah, yeah, that's the number for theta. That's the number. Yours is like a backwards thing. So far, so good?
1.51.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna try the next one. Should make this a lot more room. Now, I don't have much room. Okay, we're gonna try this one. Okay, do you see, what do we see? I see this complete. And then this is somewhat complete. Right? Half complete. Jacob, are you okay? Yeah, okay. So let's set it up. Side. I'm gonna do this one here though. 210. Sine 31 equals 170 sine theta going to cross multiply, so this becomes 210 sine theta equals to 170 times sine 31. We have to solve for theta, so get rid of the 210. So divide by 210. That cancels, that cancels. You're left with sine theta equals 2. Okay, let's see what this value is. 170. Did you get 0.416935? Whole bunch of numbers there. Okay, and then that's not quite theta yet. The next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna inverse the sine to just have the theta. Take the sine inverse. Sine inverse. You'll see sine and sine inverse cancel each other out. You're left with theta. Got 24.64 degrees. How are you doing? Are you doing okay? Yeah, did you get that one? Oh, you mean like nearest degree, like 25 degrees? Is that what you're saying? Like for this one, you round it off to 25 degrees? Yeah, like it depends on what the question says. If the question says round your answer to the nearest whole degree, then yeah, it would be rounded off to 25. Yeah, you would round it off to 25. But if the question says round your answer to 2 decimal places, then it would be 24.64. Okay, I know I shouldn't be really teaching for the exam, but this is what the exam would say. Provincial exam, they would require 2 decimal places for their answers. So yeah, so we'll stick with that one so that we're used to it. And that's okay, because angle, you could have, like, this is basically what's happening. Okay, I'm gonna like if this is my protractor, you know 24 degrees, what is it again? 24.64. 24.64 is like right there, right? So that's 0, 10, 20, 24, 25 would be somewhere there. If I had to. Maybe I should draw a line. Would be there. Right. So normally we would say, yeah, that's super close to 25 degrees, but we could also have an angle like this is like 24 degrees, and then this is like the 25 degrees. Like this is like the really like exaggerated angle here, right? Over here. 24.64 would be somewhere over here. We just don't see it because our angle is just super close, right? But it can still be in between 24 and 25 degrees. So it depends on what the question is saying. It's like, is your answer going to be in 1 whole degree? Then write it as a whole degree. If they say answer the question in 2 decimal places, then this is 2 decimal places. I always get that. I always like, students still ask me all the time, it's like, can we round it off? Yeah, I said yes. It depends on what the question says. Okay, good. Those are always good questions. Okay, let's go to the next, third one. Let's see. Do we see a complete ratio? Do you see a complete ratio?
No. Only one.
As long as one, you just need one complete ratio. So this one is complete, right? So if you think about the scissors, this is like really opened up, right? It's really opened up.
But theta doesn't even have a length.
Oh my goodness, this is yeah, what happened? What's going on with this one? Yeah, so this is like, oh, I can't even open it that much. Never mind that. Yeah, so what's going on in here? We're supposed to figure this out. And it didn't have that same length over there. It doesn't have that length there. Okay, so this is a tricky one. I'll show you why. What we can do is we can figure out this. What should we call this angle? We can't call it theta. We can't call it theta because this is already theta. What should we call it? Angle X? Yeah, sure, angle X. We can say angle X. Because the only way we can solve this is when you have a complete ratio, and then we can only solve the ones that's half complete. Well, this one is the half complete one. Well, you're probably thinking, well, that's not solving this theta. How is that gonna work? Okay, we'll see. So let's do 16 divided by sine and 127 equals 9 divided by sine x. We call it sine x. Okay. Again, we're going to cross multiply these things. So 16 sine x equals 9 sine 127. Okay, we gotta solve for x, have the x alone. That means we have to divide by 16, divide by 16 to cancel that 16. I'm slowly getting everything off. And then sine x is equals to whatever that is. Let's figure that out. So 9 times sine how do we get the sine out of this equation? I'm gonna do the sine inverse. So that cancels. We're left at x equals to 26.69 degrees. 26.69 degrees. Okay, well that's great. We just figured out something, but that's not really answering the question. We just figured out this piece, which is 26.69. But then now how do I figure this out? So it's still can't do anything there. So at this particular point, I'm gonna take us back to the first topic that we did, which was Rule 180, right? Rule 180, we said that the three angles add up to 180 degrees, right? We said the three angles add up to 180 degrees. So that means the theta, gonna go this way.
You get an inverse again.
Oh, for this one? To get this?
No.
Okay. So we said the sum of angles in triangle
Yeah, 180.
is 180. So, well, we have 180, and if we take 127 away, and if we take the 26.69 away, we're going to be left with this angle there. So that's going to be theta is equal to 180 minus 127 minus 26.69. Oh, almost 26.31 degrees. So that example 7 is an awesome question because it has the stuff that we talked about before. We have the sine law going on to find us half missing information, and then using the rule 180 to figure out the last angle. So there you go. That's it.
And you could continue on to find the length also.
Oh, if you wanted to, yeah, you could continue on to find the length as well. If you wanted to, if that's the question.